Hi, I'm Jackie French, and this is When the War is Over, created with Anne Spudvilas, the artist. There are many books about war, but this is about the day after war ends. It's a book about every conflict we have been in as the nation of Australia. And so, of course, it tells the story of our nation as well, because with every war, they're fought in different places for different reasons by different people, and every war results in different people coming to be part of the multicultural Australia. But this is not so much about war, but about what happens afterwards. When the war is over and they say the world is free, when the guns have stopped their snarling, you'll come back to me. That first page could be anyone and anything. The second page, 1918, which is the armistice. Most people think World War I finished in 1918, but it didn't. That was just a ceasefire. In a train within a forest, they signed the war away. Those generals and emperors can bring you home today. That was the hope, that the troops could come home. The next page, 1920, and they finally are coming home. We washed Woofer and Tuffy. Gran filled the biscuit tin. I don't know why she's crying. All Pa can do is grin. I tried to smile to say goodbye. My handkerchief was dry. But now your hand is warm in mine. I am about to cry. Grandma always told me that when someone went to war, you smiled, you didn't cry. The last memory they had of you had to be of you smiling, not crying. World War II in Europe. Your letters on the table for each of us to read grew stickier with dram crumbs until our land was freed. That extraordinary artwork with a whole family and one tiny lamp, both literal and metaphorical, kept alight. And now the dog at the end of World War II. I listened for your footsteps. I knew one day you'd come. We'll round up sheep together. Now the war is done. Occupation of Japan, 1945 to 52. Although the war is over, each night I hear you cry. Is there still a heaven in that mushroom sky? Malayan emergency. Your face is still a stranger's. Mum said I should be glad. Tomorrow I will learn to hug the man who is my dad. Korean War. A small line darkly scribbled on a map from far away. The ice that was my midnight heart has melted here today. The Indonesian confrontation. We gazed upon a million days like new leaves on a tree. Who knew that this would be the way you'd come back to me? Vietnam. The crying, the pleading as the final choppers rose, the helpless and the bleeding that was bitter that each goes. 1990 to the present day, the Gulf Wars, the Middle East, Afghanistan. Politicians talk of heroes. What really have we done? If just one girl can dream of school, then we can say we've won. Timor. The dogs of hatred growled again when Timor said we're free. Now a child can sleep in safety. You've come back to me. Peacekeeping in Kashmir, Cyprus, Cambodia, Somalia, Haiti. Peace is tissue blossom, a whisper on the wind, its leaves of gold and shadow. Catch just one, you win. Now the war is over, and though somewhere guns are snowing, there has been war somewhere. As a historian, I'm fairly sure that everywhere in recorded history, somewhere there has been a war. But somewhere there is some small place where there is peace. As a historian, I also win, not in the long run. It may take a long time, but no, they don't win. A just war is a war that is fought for other people and for defense. But guns do not win peace. Sometimes guns are necessary, but they are a band-aid. A violent war, a confrontational war, may win enough peace, some small space for social and cultural and political change to happen, so that there can be a deeper peace. Sometimes those wars only win a very small amount of change. Sometimes there can be absolutely profound change that will go on for generations and ensure peace for generations. How much is worth it? We don't know. It's usually impossible to tell when a war begins how long your band-aid is going to last and what's going to be there when the sticking plaster is removed. On Anzac Day, each of us remembers different things. The people lost, the people who've suffered, the people who have fought, the pain that goes on after the war is over, the joy after the war is over. But peace is a different matter. War is a band-aid, but the peace, that is up to every one of us. For the social change, for the compassion, for the empathy, for the sheer effort and the dedication to make sure that if there is war, we are the ones who make sure the peace is kept.